Your video broadcast starts now.
And right into it we go here with basketball. Into the starters. Hey, junior Stephanie Whitney, number 5 for Northern Valley. Number 3 for the Weskan Coyotes is Maddie Wright, a freshman. Shaylee Vesteka, the junior, wears number 11 for Northern Valley. Number 4, Desiree McQuillan, the junior for the Coyotes. Number 15, Austin Cox, is a sophomore for Northern Valley. And number 14, Ariana Okelson, is a senior. She'll wear number 14 for Northern Valley. Number 21, Miss Mary Baird. She's a sophomore. And then there's number 15, the sharpshooter, Bree Allen, is finally a senior for the Weskan Coyotes. And the last starter there for Northern Valley is Braxton Cox, the sophomore. And the last starter for the Coyotes, number 20, Aubrey Richardson, a sophomore, a tall, long sophomore that will be a major factor in this one. She looks like she might be 5'11". And
yeah,
she'll be the tallest person on the floor if she's anywhere close
she's
to
taller
it.
than that with the energy that she brings. So she could be a key player in this one to watch. And Northern Valley is going to have to keep eyes on her as well, as she can make an impact on both the offense and defensive side of the ball. So without further ado, here we go. We're going to tip off, and we're in for 4 quarters of action. I think the first 3 minutes, like we said, could go a long way in saying how this is going to go. But, we could also easily just have a game where it's just back and forth punches from both teams the entire night. So you don't want to go anywhere. Hope you grabbed your popcorn. Let's get it on.
That's right. Here it is. Richardson and Baird to tip it up high. Richardson goes and gets it and is controlled by McClellan as she comes across the timeline. Northern Valley falls into a 2-3 defense here from the onset. Right now to Richardson. She'll fire the 14-footer. No good. Austin Cox rips a rebound over to Braxton, and Northern Valley will get their first opportunity at the offensive end. A 2-3 defense as well for the Coyotes as this ball's knocked out by Bree Allen.
Good quick reaction by Bree Allen there as they found Baird down low in the post. Good look.
Interesting setup. Bree Allen, the sharpshooting guard,
in the
is
middle,
playing the middle in the 2-3. Cox open on the wing, lets it fly short, no good. Okelson, and now Vesteka took it. Vesteka took it from Richardson. They float it to Cox at the top. Northern Valley's going to set again.
Yeah, and someone or a few players are going to have to step up for Northern Valley tonight and pick up the scoring as Austin Cox gets the scoring going tonight with a nice little layup there. But they don't have Thais Sines, who's been carrying a lot of the weight on the offensive side of things for the Huskies. She tweaked that knee against the Trojans, and she tried to play the other night with it, but only made it all but 2 seconds into that one before she had to sit down again, and she's not here tonight. So someone's going to have to maybe pick up that scoring load for the Huskies.
As Whitney's whistled for this one, Richardson pulled up from about 12 feet, came down on Whitney, and Whitney grabbed the foul. Richardson's first attempt at the line is short. Her second one is short and no good. Cox with her second defensive rebound. Vesteka on the wing. Goes into the corner for Braxton. Now flip it around here to Whitney. Now into the corner to Vesteka. Going against that 2-3 defense. Going to go with the skip pass to Braxton. Inside to Mary. Back and now inside to Cox. Goes to Vesteka. Her shot is up. No good. And our coaches and the crowd really wanted one there. The Coyotes to reset. Bree Allen inside to Richardson at the high post. She tries to squeeze through, but she's going to be called for a travel. Thanks for joining us here. I know that we'll hopefully get a shot of the crowd, but it's a little less than normal.
Pretty good turnout, though, for the 3-hour drive over to Weskan. And, it's a hard drive, but, that's when we're most appreciative to have Open Spaces Sports to bring it to you guys at home who weren't able to make it out here today.
Northern Valley usually does an excellent job of bringing a good crowd, as trying to get this thing set, and they do now with Vesteca now to Whitney on the corner. Vesteca pump fake, her shot blocked by Richardson. And now Vesteca will be called for the foul. It'll be Northern Valley's second on the evening, Vesteca's first. And Northern Valley's going to go into the 2-2-1 press. See if they maybe can speed this basketball game up just a little bit. Bree now to Richardson, now flip it all the way back. And now they have Okelson open underneath, but she missed it. And it's going to go off.
They're gonna say it stays. Not sure who they're
Well, they're going to give it to the Coyotes, but I don't think anybody touched it.
Yeah. That 2-2-1 press can be really good to speed up the game and create some mistakes if you're wanting to find them for the Huskies. But, you know, if they break that thing, you've got to hustle back because you're going to leave some people wide open just like they did there. But they got fortunate, and Okeson was a little too deep to make the basket. Should stay here, and it does.
Northern Valley to throw it in here with Austin. In that 2-3 defense. Beautiful pass inside, and it'll be a whistle.
That'll go against Richardson, I believe.
Cox made about the only pass you could have got in there to Mary, a little bounce pass.
They're going to give it to Bree Allen.
Bree Allen picks up the foul. Her first, team first. Mary Baird to the line.
First one's good for Baird.
We talked about how each one of these teams would start here tonight. Northern Valley with now a 3-0 lead as we're 3 minutes into the game.
Allen gives the ball to Wright.
Wright, the freshman out top, is going to find Okelson now in the corner. Okelson is streaking.
They're going to get Vesteca with her second foul, and she's going to have to be careful because they don't have the depth that they need to continue this.
So quickly into the game, the senior Savannah Rose and Vesteca will have to sit, and they'll stay in that 2-3 zone. And they just ran Jim Cole's inbounds play.
Stack, or whatever they call it, Lion.
Yeah. Nice defensive tie up there by Braxton.
Jump ball's going to go to the Huskies, according to the possession arrow.
I don't know what it is. We got to mention Jim Cole in every broadcast, home or away.
Yeah, we've done a good job of it so far.
And you know what? I bet you he doesn't even watch us because he's driving the bus tonight.
Yeah, he's usually in the gym, so he doesn't hear what we have to say.
Nope.
So this one gets swatted back, trying to find Mary Baird down low. Richardson didn't want any of that, so she sent it into the seats. Huskies will try again in the deep corner. Watch that restraining line.
Yeah, that evil, evil restraining line. Whitney back to Cox in the corner, and skip past to Rose, open, but she traveled with it. So it'll be a turnover here against the Huskies as they stay in this 2-2-1 press. Richardson, and she lets it go by.
Causes a turnover.
Maddie Wright maybe took her eye off of it just enough, and it causes a turnover. So far, the press is working for extra opportunities here for the ladies from Northern Valley.
Skip pass over to Stephanie Whitney. She drives baseline, finds Braxton Cox, but quickly gets it over to Savannah, over to Austin, back to Savannah.
What ball movement by the Huskies.
Great ball movement. The shot looked good from my angle, but it was a little long. Second shot up, no good from Rose. Ball's on the ground.
Bree dives to the ground to save it and does. Northern Valley, great offense. It didn't result in a bucket there.
Two good looks, though.
But good work.
All the way around. About shooting it. She had a good JV game. They only played 2 quarters, so she got to play most of that one and led all the scoring, I believe, with 13.
Here's Wright to Allen, left open for 3, long. And a stolen by Savannah. She's looking for help as she dribbles it up with the left hand. Now she'll circle back, kick it to Austin. Open shot here for Braxton. I thought she'd rip that one, but she doesn't. Austin has to track it all the way down to the top of the key. Now back out to Savannah for another three. This one rattles around, no good.
And the opportunities are there. They just need to get him to fall. As Richardson tries to go coast to coast, gets held up by Braxton.
And they'll reset with Wright. With under 3 minutes to go, Northern Valley at a 3-0 lead. An awful tight lid on that basketball goal, huh?
Yeah, for both teams so far. As Cox tries to get her hand in the passing lane, Allen somehow keeps it. Inside to Richardson, high post, kicks it out to Allen. That's what they're looking for. They want those inside-out passes to create shot opportunities around the arc. They're not afraid to shoot over here in Weskan, I'll tell you that much.
Never have been, never will be.
As Delaney Sides will come into the game, Braxton Cox will take a break.
So we only played 2 quarters in the junior varsity girls action, so that's why you can see the substitution in there by Sides. She had a good 7 in that first.
She's got a full game of quarters left as they go inside to Austin Cox. Finds herself too low below the basket. Richardson scoops up the ball and goes the other way with it.
Richardson's length is already playing a factor into this one.
Yeah, even when she doesn't get her hands on the ball, you just know she's there, and it just plays a mental factor in the Huskies' heads. Quick pass over to Wright. She'll fire away. This one's long, but Okeson's there to clean it up.
Austin didn't like the call at all, but it is the call. And she'll pick up the foul. Okeson to the line to shoot 2. So Austin's got her first, 4th for the Huskies. And there's the lid off of the rim here for the Coyotes. Okeson's second one. Short coming, and she rolls it in.
That soft rim came into play on that one. You were talking about it in the JV game that these rims are kind of bouncy, kind of squishy, and so if you can get that shooter's touch on there, it'll favor you a little bit, and so that could, well, it played a factor there, and we can see it play a factor the rest of the night as well.
Sides fires a 3, offensive rebound by Whitney.
We got a jump ball as Whitney and Allen get tied up.
2 frisky players.
Yep.
You're not going to pull that ball from
You're going to want to watch out for
Stephanie
elbows.
Whitney. Just not going to happen.
Richardson just splits through the trap, finds Okeson down low.
She'll fire the 3 in rhythm. Cox with a defensive rebound.
Rose has the ball, slows it down a little bit, over to the wing, finds Cox at the high post, and she's going to get fouled on the floor.
And that's the second foul against Bree Allen. So number 10, Kai Miller, will have to come into the game. No, they leave Bree in. They take Maddie Wright out.
Miller had herself a very good JV game as well. She opened up the scoring, hit 2 quick threes in a row to just start that game.
Yeah,
so
she was on fire.
You want to watch out for her if she's sitting in the corner.
See if Austin realizes that she's on her side of the court. Okeson turns, and it'll be a foul against Richardson. As Austin went to the glass, Richardson went right over the top of her.
Most time the length is an advantage, but sometimes. But good body positioning by Austin Cox there, which created the foul.
That'll just be the first on Richardson. 1:01 to go here in the first quarter. Northern Valley still leads by 1.
Sides gives the ball to Rose on the wing.
Now Sides in the corner. Short corner to Cox. Swing it to Braxton. She's open on the wing for 3. Short, no good. Mary Barrett's going to track it down. But if they say she was on the line.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't have a very good angle from up here.
No, we don't. Here's Richardson. Back to Wright.
So trap comes up. Okeson and Cox get kind of tangled up in another steal for the Huskies.
Numbers for Northern Valley as they get it over to Rose, and she is fouled.
Good ball movement by Northern Valley so far. You'd love to see the ball go in a little bit more for them to reward them for that good ball movement, but you would imagine if they keep it up, that will come. as Rose gets fouled and goes to the line for 2 shots. And that'll be the 4th team foul for Weskan. Only the first on
Maddie Wright.
Maddie Wright, who came back into the game there. Snuck back into the game. I didn't know she was back in there.
So the second free throw opportunity here for Savannah is good.
Huskies take a 4-2 lead with just 26 seconds left in here. They're going to say Richardson traveled. The 2-2-1 press so far has caused a little bit of fits for the Coyotes.
It hasn't, it wasn't what we thought coming in. Northern Valley hasn't really played a lot of press.
As Austin Cox gets tangled up, but somehow gets it out of there.
Over to
Finds
Mary
Mary
Baird,
short
and she
corner.
scores it. Sorry to step on you, but that
You're
was
all right.
exciting.
No, yeah, we can both yell about the score. That's all right. So McQuillan crosses half court. Gets it over to Richardson. She shoots before the halftime, and she gets
And
it.
she made it.
shot
Big
there,
time
making it a
shot by
1-point game.
Richardson. Has 3-2-1. If she can get it off, she does, and she drains it. That's big time. Over there at All-American Glass complains too bad if we're gonna play a little band music behind them. Do you?
No.
Nah. Thanks to Shane and All-American Glass, there are a lot of local support for our Northern Valley schools, as well as here with Open Spaces Sports. Always willing to help. Besteca for 3. Oh, how did it not fall?
Richardson gets the board, and she's wasting no time.
And Braxton ripped it from her.
Braxton is playing real good defense on that sideline.
Northern back out. Now a short corner to Austin. Working in here, flips it to Besteca.
She gets tied up with Bree Allen, who always seems to find her way in the middle of those jump balls, doesn't she?
She does, and it could have been big. It could have been her 3rd foul, but no, it's a tied ball, and the Weskan Coyotes keep it.
Over to Allen. Into the middle to McQuillan.
And now
Over to-
Wright.
They're going to get Baird with the foul on the floor.
We got one whistle in this gym.
That is true.
That foul goes against Mary Baird, her first.
McQuillan to inbound. She gets it up to Richardson, and that's exactly what Coach drew up there. Over the top of the defender for 2, and they take a 1-point lead. Besteca looking for someone to go with it. Has to go back to the corner to Cox. Kicks it over to Austin. She'll fire the 3. Is too long on that one. McQuillan with the board.
McClellan across it over here. Northern Valley could use a stop and keep it out of Richardson's hand. Yeah, she did. She traveled with it, and he caught her. It's going to be an interesting boys game.
Yeah.
I hope you're joining us here all night long. The boys matchup is going to be a good one. They, you know about all Northern Valley's guards and heavy guard play and how well they play there. They got the senior Bailey Sides. Well, there's a senior there for Weskan as well, and his name is Dalton Mackley, and he controls the point there for the Coyotes. It's going to be an interesting affair. Both players are all league caliber. This ball was tied up by Whitney again, and Northern Valley gets the possession arrow. Outside to Whitney, into the corner to Cox. Has to go way up high to Besteca. Now to Baird, the top of the corner. Cox drives in, kicks back out and around.
A lot of congestion in the paint on this 2-3 right now, and Northern Valley's just trying to find a way to get out of there, and it's going to stay here with the Huskies.
I don't know if it should, but it'll stay here.
So it went off the fingertips of a Coyote. Northern Valley might need to look to take more shots in the corner or from the outside to open things up.
Talk about from the outside. Austin lets it fly. Mary grabs the rebound, but she turns it over. And going to have a foul here against Whitney. Couldn't hit the brakes fast enough. Maddie Wright was looking for anywhere to go with that basketball.
Yeah, bailed her out.
bailed her out with a foul a little bit. That'll be the second on Whitney.
So Baylor will come into the game, I think, for the first time. That's Shelby Baylor.
Okeson to sit. 7-6, Weskan over Northern Valley at the moment.
That last foul by Whitney was the team's 6th foul, so anything after this will be the bonus for the Coyotes. Ball goes out of bounds, can't be saved there by Baylor.
Both teams are playing a pretty effective 2-3 zone defense here, and nobody's been able to hit from the outside. Said that buzzer beater from Richardson, and it's really making things difficult for both teams.
Yeah, quality shots are really hard to come by. It's just, like I said, very congested in the lanes right now, and both teams are, you know, the shots aren't falling from outside, and they're wanting to get it inside and hit those inside-out passes, which they're just not able to right now.
Skip pass to Braxton, open on the wing. This is what we need to have happen. It just doesn't rattle in. Bree Allen with the rebound.
Northern Valley needs to hustle back on defense.
Over to Wright, who burns her dribble now to Allen. Skip all the way to the corner into McQuillan. She'll take a couple dribbles, and her floater's long, no good. Whitney comes out of there. Now to Weskan. And to Braxton. Skip passes is where it is to find some open shooters. This pass is a shoe shiner, is like my partner likes to call it, and goes out of bounds.
I like to call them that, but I don't like them.
Yeah, they're not very effective.
No.
Savannah Rose in, Okeson in, Stephanie Whitney out, and so is Maddie Wright. Bree Allen to Richardson. Now to Okeson. And
they're going to call Rose with the foul there. I don't think I got it on the camera. I apologize. They're going to say McQuillan got fouled on the shot, so she'll get 2 opportunities at the line.
Good there, take there. You got to go right at the defender. Rose is first. Free throw is good. Desiree's first points of the evening. Second one is not good. Cox has got the rebound. Northern Valley's had a lot of shots from outside, but haven't been able to make any.
Going to the corner, finds Allen. She drives in and gets one off the glass there, goes around the defender.
Nice play by the quick girl, Bree Allen, as they've opened up to now a 4-point lead. And Baird to follow a 3. Everybody's getting into the action now, trying to find somebody from the outside. Maybe they bring in Sides, has been shooting pretty well on the JV side from outside. Inside out, Rose will take it to the rim. Bree Allen's there to stop her. Foul somewhere.
I don't know what in the world is going on. Oh, man.
And Coach Pugh's begging for a timeout so everybody can relax. At least one a night.
Yeah, you got to sneak them in.
AIM was nice enough to go over there and turn down the walking taco and brought us both Snickers. Inside to Baird. That's no good. And Richardson couldn't hold on to it. Northern Valley gets it back. But those Snickers are crucial to our broadcast.
Yeah, they keep us sane. We might not sound sane, but imagine if we didn't have them.
Great point. Great point.
Yeah.
So Northern Valley kind of had a lid on it for 5 minutes in a row here, as they had 6 at the quarter and have gotten none here in the second quarter.
Yeah, having a hard time finding anything down low, and Westeka's going to get called for the travel. Into Richardson, over to Allen.
And back to Richardson at the top. Okeson's got 2 people wide open, and Maddie Wright scores.
Someone's supposed to be playing the back on that, so that was a broken coverage.
I was counting 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 5 girls did come back from the timeout.
Yeah, someone just wasn't playing their assignment. Not sure what the
He went up like it was
A foul.
an open hand. No, he went up with an open hand like somebody called a timeout. But
I think maybe he thought they did call a timeout over here, and I don't know what's going on.
it don't matter. Play ball.
Yep.
Here's Braxton at the top of the key.
They're going to get Rose with the travel.
And we're going to talk about it now.
Yeah.
Normally this happens on normally this will happen on foul calls. I've never seen it on a overthinking the game here. He's making sure they didn't do something that they didn't do.
Try not to.
Hey,
that
the
inadvertent whistle,
score,
they didn't
the
want it to
score
be a
ladies
jump ball.
down here in front of me do a great job. They would never screw it up, I promise you.
It's a good thing we don't have their job. We don't pay that good of attention to the game.
So it was an inadvertent whistle earlier, and they wanted to make sure that they didn't turn the possession arrow. Anyway, we got a little break. 2:50 to go here. They have doubled up the girls from Northern Valley at the moment, but Vesteca is going to go all the way to the rim. Her shot's no good. Savannah Rose with a follow, no good as well. And the ball is fought for between McQuillan and Baird, and it'll end up in a tied-up ball. And McQuillan and her Coyotes get it as she'll play it in underneath. And a 30-second call here by Pugh.
Was located in the heartland of America, in Norton, Kansas. With their single location, they are able to assure continuous product quality as
Back into basketball with 2:30 to go here in the first half. It'll be turned over here by Wright as Braxton Cox held her ground and didn't keep moving an inch. And the ball went out of bounds. Northern Valley switching it up here a little bit. Looks like they moved Cox to the wing and put Savannah Rose inside at that high post action.
Yeah, playing a little bit more of maybe a rover.
And automatically pays off as Austin hits the wing jump shot.
They're going to get no foul here. It's just out of bounds on the Huskies. It'll be deep in the corner for Weskan. Northern Valley needs to make sure that they're not giving up anything easy on the backside as Richardson takes off with it, but Baird gets it out of the air. Gets the ball back for the Huskies.
One of those things that I just observed, as Northern Valley turns it over. Austin probably wasn't ready for it, and it went right through her hands and out of bounds. Coach Andy Shepner is a longtime coach here for the Weskan Lady Coyotes. Is not here tonight. And great play by Baird.
And they call her for the travel.
But Coach Shepner, hope you get to feeling better. I'm sure he's watching us here at Open Spaces Sports tonight. Richardson, easy. They're killing us on the inbounds plays.
I don't know where she is. That's exactly what they want to do. Cox gets the ball up to Vesteca quick. She goes back to Cox. Over to Austin Cox. Goes to the high post, shoots it, no good. Savannah Rose gets the rebound. Doesn't get the foul on her second opportunity. Richardson gets it. Allen will take it up, get fouled by Vesteca. That's not good because that's her third.
I think it is her third.
Yep, it was on the
JC
floor,
was pushing it.
but it'll be a one-on-one opportunity for the Coyotes.
Sides will have to check in for her. Helping everybody.
Yeah.
Doing what we can as Bree Allen's going to go to the line to shoot 1 and 1.
Yep. So Sides comes into the game. Vesteca's going to have to sit after she picks up her third. Going to have to save her for that second half.
And Bree makes him pay from the free throw line. And that's Bree's first points of the night, unless I missed one.
Yeah, she had a 2-point drive on the baseline that was really nice.
That's right, she did.
This one doesn't fall for her, so she's 1 of 2 from the line.
Northern Valley could use a bucket here.
Carry a little momentum into the locker room at halftime, and it starts now.
Austin's three-pointer long, no good. Northern Valley's shooting a lot of three-pointers, and I think that's exactly what this 2-3 defense is designed to do, is to keep a team out of the inside. Good move there by Richardson. Beautiful drop down to Okeson, and she scores. Great pass by Richardson, the bucket by Okeson. 17-8 now they lead. And Cox's pass is not a good one, and Baird couldn't handle it. They kick it out. Maddie Wright's going to be called for the travel. So Northern Valley, that if circumstances don't change, they could really use a bucket. And Cox turns it over again. Well,
they're going to call it jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball, and it ends up in a turnover. There's plenty of jump balls. We don't need to create them. And stolen here by the Huskies.
Had a shot opportunity there. She passed it up, but it should work out all right as Sides gets fouled on the way up and goes to the line.
So Sides, the beneficiary of this one, could really use these two to knock down. The second goes against Richardson.
As could her team. First one is good from Delaney Sides. As Baylor comes into the game, Richardson will sit. Second one short for Sides. They're going to call jump ball, but I think it was two Weskan Coyotes fighting.
It was.
So I didn't know you could do that.
Well,
you can't.
You can't.
16 seconds left before halftime. Don't want to give anything easy.
Let's hear what we got to say. They're going to talk about it here. I couldn't quite understand everything that was happening. It doesn't really matter. It's White's ball. All right. It don't matter. No, it's not. Hey, Dalton.
Travel call in the corner against Allen.
So there it is. Northern Valley's going to get it back with 14 to go. They could use that three-pointer here as the time's going down, just as
any points will be better than what's been going down. As Cox gets it in the corner, she needs to
work
pick
with
up
a
little
bit
bit more
pace.
urgency than that. Whole team needs to pick up the urgency. Sides gets it to Rose. Cox left wide open, thought she would fire that one away.
And Savannah Rose for three at the end. Couldn't get it to
wanted
go. For a first half of everybody be willing to fire it up. Nobody wanted it in the last 5 seconds. That'll carry us to halftime, 17-9. The Coyotes over the Huskies. We'll be back after these messages. They have been on a tear percentage-wise. Northern Valley only scores 3 in the second quarter.
About the exact opposite of a tear, whatever that is.
Well, it's not a tear. It's just at a the graph is going up, right?
Northern Valley, I mean.
Oh. So Northern Valley starts with the basketball in possession here. Cox to dribble around, kicks it back to Braxton. They'll float it to Vesteca on the wing. Now high post to Cox, MBA 3 for Braxton. Rattles around and good.
That's what they need to get going. Someone's going to have to probably create a little bit of disruption from outside because there's just so much going on in the paint right now that the high-low post isn't working. As we've got another jump ball. We should have kept tally this game.
No, is she okay? It was almost like Whitney had her in a sleeper hold.
Yeah.
But it was tied up.
McQuillan looks all right.
McQuillan maybe a little shaken. but she'll be all right. So Whitney and Vesteca both with 3. Is that correct on the foul side of things? I know Vesteca's got 3, right?
Well, that wasn't a foul. That was just a jump.
No, but coming in here to the second half.
I don't know if Whitney has 2 or 3, but those are definitely the 2 that you have to watch out for. And I know Vesteca has 3, so she'll have to play clean. And Whitney gets in there and stops Richardson's drive. The ball comes out. It's going to be the Huskies' ball.
See if we can get Braxton open for another one. Maybe get this girl in rhythm.
Yeah, she starts.
Skip pass to Braxton.
Yeah,
Tough
to get in
catch.
rhythm with that.
Now Austin will pull up from the elbow, and she rattles it out. Thought that was going to rattle down.
Okeson gets the board, and McQuillan will set it up for Weskan. 5-point game.
Leading scorers in that first half of action was Richardson with 5 for the Coyotes.
Make it
she
7.
just makes it 7 now with her first bucket in the second half.
She's done most of her damage right there on inbounds plays, and then also just floating into the paint there and getting a quick little jumpers.
And for Braxton, it's going to not connect on this one. Richardson rips it down. Leading scorer in that first half for Northern Valley, just 4 points for Austin Cox, but they've only had 9 going into half.
Just couldn't get anything going offensively. They haven't been playing a bad defensive game. Just got to get the lid off that basket.
Richardson with a nice pull-up jump shot, but it rolls out. Good outlet to Vesteca without numbers. She'll hesitate and set back up. And it's kicked out of there and stolen by Wright, but she couldn't control her outlet pass from Richardson, and Northern Valley's going to get lucky and get it back.
Yeah.
Because Maddie Wright was standing underneath the basket waiting to score a bucket if she could have just got it to her. Braxton to Whitney. Swinging around Baird now at the top of the key. And they'll flip it back to Baird on a give and go. Flips it up and swatted out by Richardson. Northern Valley, that's the kind of play that they hadn't showed in the first half.
That's a good look.
That was a good look
I
by
like
Northern Valley.
that high post give and go.
Austin open for 3, got away with a travel and couldn't get it to fall again.
Bree Allen will get the rebound.
She's just off. 19-12. This game, McQuillan will fire the 3. It's going to be a long rebound as Bree tracks it all the way into the corner. And we'll reset the whole start with Wright. Inside to Richardson. She flips it to Okeson. And
high-low post give and go of their own, and we got another jump.
Jump ball goes over to Northern Valley.
This one over to Vesteca on the wing.
The 2-3 defense all night long. Braxton to fire again, and she rattles it out, but a big offensive rebound, Mary Baird.
And that's exactly what you need, is that nose for the ball down low. If you're going to have to shoot the 3, you need to go get it when it's misses, and that's what they did right there. But McQuillan answers fast with 2 points of her own. Kind of carved up the Huskies' press right there, showing a little bit of life, and she wanted to put an end to it fast. Whitney loses it. Gets the ball to McQuillan.
That last possession with Mary Baird's offensive rebound is good. They haven't been able to find her the basketball very much on the offensive side. She's going to have to maybe go get it herself.
No,
as Whitney saves it.
Playing that low post, and it's been hard to unlock that 2-3 zone like we've been talking about. And she's been kind of in the middle of it all and hard to get touches. And they continue to make it hard right there. Bree Allen kind of intercepts the pass as it goes into Baird, but
substitutions, Braxton out, Whitney out, Rose and Sides in.
That was another jump ball. It'll be possession arrow to Weskan. Someone's going to have to get back because Weskan has numbers.
Weskan's got
big
numbers. And they're going to exploit it here, except for Baird took it. She got away with a little walk. But now here's Vesteca. Oh.
That's going to be.
Yeah, she stepped on the line. It'll be over and back.
You're in a tough game. Things aren't falling. You just You can't have mistakes like that.
7-point ball game here, lead by the Coyotes.
Richardson gets the ball back over to Wright. Over to Allen. She'll take a shot, leaves it short. They're going to say the foul was on
Okeson. Austin had position. Okeson moved her out of it and got called for the foul.
Ball over to sides. He just came into the game.
Weskan to fire the three.
Long on that one, but the Huskies will gather it in. Rose has it, gets the ball to sides, and she'll give it to Allen of Weskan.
And this three-pointer is no good. A lot of three-point shots by both teams, not very many of them falling.
No.
And Cox will fire another one, and this one's an air ball for her.
Bear tried to save it. I think the ball got between her and the wall, hopefully, and kind of helped her out there. Looked like she was on a collision course with the cinder blocks.
She did.
They're going to get Rose with the block.
And Rose will pick up her foul.
It'll be her second, I believe.
Second team foul on the evening in the second half.
Yep.
We'll take a second here for this one, and numbers 3-on-2 again here for the
Quillen's gonna
Coyotes.
break it pretty much by herself. They had numbers as Allen just strips it away from Baird, and her and Okeson do a nice little give and go. 2 points for the Coyotes.
Mid-range jumper for Rose, no good.
Richardson uses that size advantage to bring in the rebound.
Outside and open and down.
Someone was bound to hit one at some point.
Desiree McQuillan, well, she was wide open for a long time.
Get the ball in the Baird, and Allen is, of course, there again with the active hands.
Northern Valley to play it in as Austin Cox is faking her shoe tie once again, about once a game. It's a crowd favorite. Richardson, and a foul here by Cox.
Richardson gets the ball to McQuillan. McQuillan hit that three.
A 3- and a 5-year-old asleep at half court. I think they might have to get their Z's in right now, as they're going to call it travel here in the corner. Get your Z's in now before that boys game gets fired up, because it's going to be a fun one and a fast-paced action. So if you happen to be asleep on the couch right now, it's a good time to wake up and get yourself ready, as Northern Valley's going to have to start turning it on. Sides to fire the three, no good. And it's hit out by Rose. Yeah.
It's hard to get a rebound if you spike it, I guess. I don't know what to say. As Cox gets this one out of the air, she's going to take it across. They're going to call a block. I don't know who this is going to go against.
It's got to go against Bree.
Is that her third or her fourth?
I think it might be 3 against Bree Allen.
So Shelby Baylor will come into the game for Aubrey Richardson. And Bree Allen will sit as well.
Austin open in the corner. She'll take one dribble, pull up, jump shot, short, no good. Rose with the rebound, and she'll be fouled and go to the line.
I think they're going to say it was on the floor.
Can't be on the floor.
All right.
Yep, 2 shots. 2 shots. Number 5 in your programs is Shelby Baylor. Shelby.
First shot
Savannah's rattles out.
Richardson back into the game quickly there. Baylor to sit.
Baylor got a foul called on her, and she has to go right back to the bench. Rose's second opportunity from the stripe, no good. And stolen by Rose. Kick it back out. Austin's open. She takes one dribble, goes to the rim, floats it up, and no good. And Savannah Rose pulls it out of there again.
Rose is tired of not having the ball.
We talked about somebody needing some energy, and a fadeaway there by Vesteca, no good. And Rose has produced it. The problem is Northern Valley can't score the basketball.
Don't have anything to take away from it. McQuillan runs point. Gets the ball over to Richardson on the wing. Back to McQuillan. Over to Kai Miller.
With 20 seconds to go here in the quarter.
Skip pass over to Richardson. She feeds it into Okeson.
And she
2 points
scores.
there.
Good play by the Coyotes. Maybe that's what right there Northern Valley needs to push the ball to the athletic Mary Baird. She's a fast girl, get out in front of everybody. Vesteca found her. She got the bucket, and she was fouled. She'll go to the line to see if she can make a three-point play. Mary Baird now with 7 in the game, leads all Northern Valley scores.
Richardson to the middle to McQuillan. Gets it over to not very much time left. Someone's going to have to get in front of the shooters as Wright
The
goes
left-hander,
one up.
yeah, she got it off, but no good on it.
With their single location, they are able to assure continuous product quality as well as maintain a consistent, high level of customer service. Their rural location gives them access to a workforce with a very strong work ethic and a true understanding of what the word quality means.
Steal by Whitney to open the quarter, tries to go in, and it's going to have a foul.
Yeah, go against Wright.
Against Wright.
Pushing Whitney on the back while she was dribbling. Northern Valley needs to turn up the intensity here.
Inbounding here for Northern Valley as they'll go out to Braxton, way out high.
Ball to Whitney on the wing. Gets it inbounds, or in the paint to Cox. Kicked over to Vesteca. Her three's no good.
Bree Allen with the rebound, and we'll go the other way. She calmly dribbles it across the timeline.
Weskan holds an 11-point lead with just under 7 minutes and 30 seconds in this one. Okeson with a good little mid-range jumper there.
She's had a wonderful 8 points here tonight. Hadn't had a lot of shooting opportunities, but when she's got them, she's made them. Braxton open for 3. Short on that one, no good.
Vesteca playing on the ball handler, but she does not need to pick up her 4th foul right now.
Left-hander lets fly from 3 and drains it. Maddie Wright knocks it in for her first 3 of the night.
Whatever Weskan's coach said out of the break is working.
Coach Shep going to be happy with that call out of the timeout. Braxton open for 3. This one's short, no good. That was a set play for Braxton. She just couldn't make it happen. And a travel there by Wright. She just needs to churn and chuck that. She drained that last one without thinking about it.
Yeah, no, she's a solid shooter from outside. She's just got trying to do too many things at once, I think, is we got a sub coming in. That'll be Savannah Rose. Austin Cox will sit down. So Vesteca will take point for the Huskies. Goes over to Braxton Cox on the wing. Down to the short corner to Rose. Finds Baird in the paint. Whitney will fire the 3, and she'll hit this one.
And buries the 3. Man, you got to get excited.
She was solid on that one. I know. I've just got a lot going on.
And I don't know what happened. I had my head down.
And I think they're going to call the offensive. Nope, they're going to get Vesteca with her 4th foul. It'll be the team's 3rd only of the half, but Vesteca's 4th, so she'll have to sit for a little while as Delaney Sides comes into the game. Richardson over the top, tried to find Wright, but it was
Whitney
too
comes
high
away.
for her to handle.
Stops, rotates around, Sides. This could be big. Oh, it's just off the front iron.
Richardson with good positioning there, comes away with the defensive board.
The length, the height of Richardson's been impactful, to say the least, here tonight.
To say the least.
Working it all the way around. Three-pointer, good again by Maddie Wright.
Didn't think about it that time.
No thoughts by the freshman. She just knocked it in. Give her a 3 in 2 of the last 3 possessions for the Coyotes. Inside to Baird, but she couldn't make it.
So McQuillan pushes, wants to get numbers down the court.
McQuillan thought about it inside to Okeson, where she's had a good night. She turns, she shoots, and Braxton, playing the big in the middle, pulls the rebound down.
Whitney tries to go inside with it, doesn't have anything there, but they find Side. She'll try it. Baird with the jumper from the short corner for another 2 points for her.
She made it. She's got a hot hand here tonight.
Norton Valley showing a little signs of life on offense, but the problem is the Weskan Coyotes are showing a lot of signs of life on offense in the 4th quarter. Trying to put this game away and out of reach for Northern Valley. Allen's going to go on the baseline. They're going to get, I believe, Whitney with the block.
So Whitney picks up her 3rd. Austin back in, and Stephanie's going to have to sit down after she just buried that 3.
Yeah. Got to move your feet. As Wright's in the corner again.
Three's the company.
Know where Maddie Wright
Maddie
is.
Wright, where's number 3? She's chained her 3rd 3 in this 4th quarter.
In a row.
Just making it nails for the Coyotes.
Richardson gets those long arms in the passing lane, but she'll get called for the double dribble and turn it back over to the Huskies. Norton Valley with just over 4 minutes to figure out how to make this a close contest again. Skip pass over to Side. She'll take the quick shot. This one no good. Baird there with the board. They're going to say that she was pushed by Allen. That'll be
Allen
her 4th.
shakes her head and chews her gum.
She did not like that one.
She did not like that one, and I don't blame her one bit. That is 4 on Bree. Sides with her toe on the line, lets it fly, no good.
She knows what her job is in there to do, and she's trying to get quick shots off. Unfortunately, they're not falling. McQuillan goes to Wright in the corner. I thought we were going to get a heat check there. They're going to get a foul here. It's going to go against Braxton Cox.
Crowd don't like it, that's for sure.
Kai Miller comes into the game for Weskan. Bree
Better.
Allen will sit.
Yeah, better watch Kai Miller, too. She's got a quick trigger, and she's been making it, but she's
Right,
standing on the
restraining line.
she's standing on the restraining line, and she catches it.
Yeah, this is the second time we've had a game in a gym where we thought the restraining line was going to have more play, but I think the refs kind of forget it exists sometimes because it's not really a factor in a lot of gyms.
So Northern Valley will now turn this ball back over. The Coyotes to play it in.
Gives the ball to Richardson. Over to Wright, back to Richardson. Goes to McQuillan in the middle to break this press.
Coach Shep always does a good job of having them break that press with a lot of passes. Left open is McQuillan. She'll fire the 3, no good. Rose with a rebound.
Yeah, and she's going to get called for the offensive foul.
Foul will go against Savannah. Long three, she missed it this time. Up ahead to Cox, who flip it up and in.
Under 3 minutes in the ball game.
Yeah, it might be not
Weskan
enough.
has a
Not soon
15-point
enough.
lead. Those 3-pointers are going to have to start falling for the Huskies if they want to get this to be a contest again. And we've got a timeout from
A little bit.
maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little bit. Now, whistle was right there. I mean, it's like
It's impressive, honestly, at this point.
it is. Mama's got to be happy with that, right?
Until
Mommy's happy that they're sleeping.
hopefully they sleep at home, though, too, and it's not just here in the gym.
Okeson shot no good. I've got little sister, or excuse me, big sister over here running the camera, so we've got a little bit of insider information. This shot is no good.
Northern Valley trying to score quick here. Find sides on the wing,
And
she
she knocks it in.
buries that three. Like I said, that's what they need. They need to have quick threes in transition, and they need to play some solid defense here.
They'll turn it over if you pressure them enough, but if you leave them open, they're knocking down shots. Bree Allen inside to Okeson. It's where they needed to go. Back to Bree. Back to Okeson. Turns, fires, scores.
Goes right over
That's
the top
what
of
you
the
need
rim.
from your seniors right there. They're playing a little two-man game, and Okeson puts it in. Could be a big dagger in the hopes of the Huskies here as Cox's shot is short, no good, and Okeson rips a rebound.
Quillen over to Richardson.
With 1:20 here to go, they'll get it inside again to Okeson, and she
Deja
scores.
vu on that one. Rose throwing her
Get
hands.
around her.
Isn't sure what to do, but yeah, you gotta have positioning.
Rose to fire the three, no good.
McQuillan taking a little bit more time. They have no reason to rush with a 16-point lead. Big skip pass across the entire defense. Allen takes it up, but no good. Braxton Cox comes down with the board.
45 seconds to go in this one. Northern Valley's going to look at this thing and say, well, I wonder what we shot from three-point land here tonight.
You probably don't want to know.
And as far as the Weskan Coyotes are going to come out of here.
Came up big when it mattered the most, though, and really separated themselves in this fourth quarter, and people started hitting shots, big shots.
Well, it was all about knocking them down and taking advantage of opportunities. When they got open shots, they made them. Here's Braxton's open shot. And it's an air ball saved in by Mary Bear, but not a lot we could do about it. And Cox will have a foul here, and Bree will get to go to the free throw line.
Wanted Allen to have some more scoring opportunities before this one was over, I suppose.
One way to look at it. Yeah.
Trying to just be positive in any way I can, I suppose. As
Bree's
Allen's good on the
shot
first.
is pretty and good, and pretty good. Second one for the senior Allen is not so pretty and not so good.
No. Pretty release, I guess.
So as Cox will dribble through and kick back out to sides for three as she knocks it in at
Hits
the
it,
buzzer.
but unless that shot counts for 14 points, we're not going to overtime.
So if you
17
had
points, excuse me.
if you had the Coyotes by 15 at
Sorry.
Vegas,
You lost.
sides just burned you. But that'll be the game. Congratulations on a 44-30 win for the Weskan Coyotes.